Deeply attached to illusory dharmas, those of outside ways are profoundly attached to these illusory dharmas. And what are they? The 62 views. They hold them tightly and cannot let them go. They insisted that their views have a principle. That is the way it is, they say. I am greater and form is small, and so on. They are stubbornly attached and refuse to change. This is like a certain people who are superstitiously attached to their own religions. They do not seek out the true principle. They do not pay any attention to whether it is right or wrong. They hold tightly to their beliefs with solid faith even stronger than faith in the Buddha or the Dharma masters. If you tell him to change, he says, "No way. These dogmas are revealed by our infallible patriarchs and they cannot be changed. If you change them, you've committed a mortal sin. You are damned to hell, and lightning might even strike you dead. I cannot change the dogmas. I must believe in this religion. I have something to tell all of you. Whoever does not believe in what I say may be reassured that you will not be struck dead by lightning. If you do not believe in the Buddha, you will not be struck by lightning either. Go ahead and refuse to believe. Later, when you have thought it over clearly, you will come back and believe. Now, if because you are confused you believe in outside religions, that is all right, because when you finally wake up, you will come back to Buddhism. Why do I say this? It is because no matter what religion you believe in, it does not surpass Buddhism. All religions are contained within the Buddha Dharma. However, there are long ways around and there are shortcuts. If you believe in other religions, you will have a longer walk. If you believe in Buddhism, you have got a head start. If you believe in Buddhism, you will understand sooner, get enlightened faster, and become a Buddha first thing. So I have a lot of disciples who listen to the sutra for a while and then run off. I do not pay any attention to them. If you want to run, then run. When you have run enough, you will come back. Before you have run enough, of course, you are going to want to run. But it is no problem. It is just like the 5,000 who walked out. It is also like eating. When people are full, they do not care to eat. Once they get hungry, they start thinking about food again. One's attitude toward the Buddha Dharma works the same way. If you think you do not need the Buddha Dharma, if you are not hungry for it, you may run off. When you have run until you are hungry again, you will come back for some more. Those of outside religions cling to their deviant views and cannot let them go. Arrogant, they brag of their loftiness. They are haughty and self-satisfied. They are always up on a soapbox praising themselves. Have you seen me? Me, huh? You cannot compare with me. Anything you can do, I can do better. That is to hold oneself in high esteem, to put oneself up on a pedestal. This is like a certain person who came here and said that he was extremely high-minded. This is just a bragging of one's own loftiness. What is the point of doing that anyway? If your heart is filled with pride, you are turning your back on the way. Students of the way should be respectful of others. At all times, they should cultivate an attitude of humility. They are flatterers, their hearts are insincere. What is flattery? It is being a sycophant. When they see the governor coming, they open the car door for him, pour his tea, and light his cigarettes. They simply cannot do enough for him. They are not even that respectful towards the Buddha. When they see a high official coming, they invariably find a way to rub elbows with him. They are not sincere. They are not straightforward. For example, basically, they may be out to borrow money from you because they know you have got it, but they do not come out directly and say, I would like to borrow some money from you. What do they say? Today I need a little money. I think I will go ask so and so if I can borrow it from him. They say this hoping that you will volunteer to help them out. Their tactics are roundabout, corrupt, and devious. Throughout 10 billion ants, they do not hear the Buddha's name, nor they hear the proper Dharma. They do not hear the Buddha's name, and they do not have a chance to listen to the sutras. Why not? They lack gurus. Those of you who are able to listen to the lectures on the sutras all have gurus. People without gurus might come and sit for a minute, but they would soon feel like they were sitting on needles. Ouch! They would hurry and get up and run away. Why? It is because they have no gurus and they cannot sit for even a second before running off. Here in San Francisco, we lecture the sutras every evening. I ask you, are those who do not come here to listen to the Buddha Dharma in the majority, or are those who do come in the majority? This question is like the one the Buddha asked his disciples. He picked up a handful of earth and said, Take a look. Is there more dirt in my hand, or is there more on the ground? The disciples answered, saying, Naturally, there is more dirt on the ground and less in the first comer's hand. The Buddha said, Those who obtain a human body are like the dirt in my hand. Those who lose the body of a human being are like the dirt on the earth. Those who lose their human body and are unable to return in their next life as a person are as many as the vast amount of dirt on the earth. Instead of being reborn in a human body, they fall instead to the three evil paths and become ghosts or animals. Now I can make an analogy too. Those who come to listen to the sutra lectures are like the dirt in my hand. Those who do not come to listen to the sutras are like the dirt on the earth. See how rare they are. Those who come to hear the sutras are like gold. They all have good rules. Those who do not come are like dirt. You all have a very rare opportunity to listen to the Dharma. In all of America, you will not find another Buddha home where the sutras are lectured every night. They may lecture once a week, but here we lecture every single night. This is really inconceivable. In the future, you are all destined to become the pioneers of American Buddhism. Such people are difficult to save. People like this, people without gurus, are especially hard to take across. In San Francisco, with its population of several hundred of thousands of people, only these 20 or so are really determined to listen to the sutras. Rare indeed. Those without good rules are hard to save. You can teach them the clear, correct principles of the Buddha Dharma. They will listen and know that you are correct, but they will still oppose you. Would you say this was strange or not? Why does this happen? It happens because they have no good rules. If they had good rules, they would listen to the Buddha Dharma and put it into practice. In China, at Gold Mountain, there was one who called the living being. He listened to the sutras, and no matter which Dharma master was lecturing, he would kneel and place his palms together, reverently listening to every word. Would you say he was sincere or not? They called him the living Buddha because at one time he jumped off the top of the gold pagoda, and when he hit bottom, nothing happened. He did not die. He was able to cure people's illnesses too. He used paramita soup as medicine. Paramita soup was what he called the water he had just washed his feet in. He would add some fragrant ashes or some sawdust to it and give it to the sick person to drink. Once the sick person drank it, he would be cured. In the West, it is extremely rare to be able to attend a Dharma assembly such as this one. Today, I spoke with my disciples about how important it is to lecture on the sutras. In the future, in the Dharma ending age, the Buddhist sutras will disappear. The paper will remain, but the words will just fade away, and you will not able to read them. The first sutra to disappear will be the Suragama Sutra. That is why, in coming to the West to spread the Dharma, I first lectured the Suragama Sutra, the Sutra for developing wisdom. If you look into the doctrines discussed in the sutra, you will find that they are truly much more wonderful than any theories propounded by modern day science or philosophy, as doctrines in the sutra are ultimate. Now that I have finished lecturing the Suragama Sutra, I am lecturing the Dharma Flower Sutra. When I have finished lecturing it, I intend to lecture the Avatamsaka Sutra for you. That is even more wonderful. The Dharma Flower Sutra is called the King of Sutras, but the Avatamsaka Sutra is really the king of the kings of sutras. Avatamsaka is like a gold wheel turning sage king, and the Dharma flower is like a silver wheel turning sage king. The Suragama is like a copper wheel turning sage king. They are the three kings among the sutras. Where did the Avatamsaka Sutra come from? After the Buddha realized Buddhahood, the first thing he did was to speak this sutra. When he spoke it, those of the two vehicles could not hear him. They could not even see him. It is said they had eyes but could not see the Nishanda Buddha. They had ears but could not hear the perfect sudden teaching. The Buddha manifested a 10,000 feet high body to speak the sutra, and although they had eyes, they could not see it. They had ears, but they could not hear the perfect sudden teaching. Those of the two vehicles could not understand it, and only the great vehicle Bodhisattvas were clear about it. Later, it was taken by the Dragon King to the Dragon Palace, and it disappeared from the human realm. Later, the 14th Patriarch Nagarjuna, Dragon Tree Bodhisattva, who had mastered all worldly literature, used his spiritual penetrations to go down to the Dragon Palace to take a look at their Tripitaka. There he found the 3-volume set of the great Avatamsaka Sutra. The first volume contained chapters in number equal to dust motes in the 10 great trichiliocosms. The second volume had 1,200 chapters and 498,800 verses. The third volume contained 48 chapters and 100,000 verses. The standard Chinese edition, translated during the Tang Dynasty by Tripitaka master Sheikh Sananda, contains 39 chapters. Since he had no way to remember all of it, he only memorized the last volume. When he came back, he wrote it out. He read it once and remembered it perfectly. His memory was extremely good. That is where the Avatamsaka Sutra came from. So, when we have finished the Dharma Flower Sutra, we shall hear the great Avatamsaka Sutra. Having heard the three kings of sutras and understood them, you will then be able to understand all the other sutras on your own without having them explained to you. Here in the West, the Buddha Dharma has just begun to flourish. It is fitting that the great vehicle Dharma be propagated in order to teach and transform the great vehicle Bodhisattvas. Do not see yourselves as insignificant. You are all ones who in the past made vows, agreeing to come to America with me to help me propagate the Buddha Dharma. That is why I have now met with you, extremely intelligent Westerners who come here every day to study the Buddha Dharma. This is because of a far-reaching affinity, a cause which goes way back and which was planted long, long ago. I am telling the truth, you should not disbelieve it. Sutra. Therefore, Shariputra, I set forth expedients for them, speak of the way to sufferings and demonstrate nirvana. Although I speak of nirvana, it is not true extinction. All dhammas from their origin are ever marked by still extinction. When the Buddha's disciples have walked the path, in a future age they will become Buddhas. I possess the power of expedience and demonstrate the Dharma of three vehicles. All the world-honored ones speak the Dharma of one vehicle. Now all of you assembled here should cast your doubts aside. The speech of all Buddhas is the same. There is only one vehicle, not two. Commentary. Therefore, Shariputra, I, Shakyamuni Buddha, say that people are all difficult to save. Why are they difficult to save? Simply because they are too stupid. They are so stupid that if you teach them the genuine Dharma, they do not understand it. They doubt it and wonder. That is what you say, but I do not know if it is true or not. I do not know if that is the true Dharma. I set forth expedients for them. I set up some provisional expedient Dharma doors and speak of the way to suffering's end. I speak the three storehouse teaching so they may leave suffering. So it is said, no suffering, cut off origination, long for extinction, and cultivate the way. Everyone should know that everything in this world is suffering. Knowing suffering, you should end suffering. That is why I speak this Dharma door of ending suffering. I speak the Dharma of the Four Holy Truths and demonstrate Nirvana. Demonstrate means that I instruct the small vehicle pupil in the method used to certify to the wonderful fruit of Nirvana, permanence, bliss, true self, and purity. Although I speak of Nirvana, I teach the wonderful Dharma of non-production and non-extinction. It is not true extinction, however, that Dharma which I speak for those of the two vehicles is not the genuine ultimate Dharma of still extinction. All Dharmas from their origin. Why do I say that it is not the ultimate Dharma of still extinction? It is because all Dharmas basically from where they begin, from their origin, are ever marked by still extinction. The basic substance of the Dharma is still and extinct. It is thus. When the Buddha's disciples have walked the path, I have spoken the small vehicle Dharma for this pupil to cultivate. However, after they have cultivated the small vehicle dharmas to perfection, they must still return from the small to go towards the great and walk the Bodhisattva way in order to be genuine disciples of the Buddha. When they have cultivated the Bodhisattva way to perfection, then in a future age they will become Buddhas. In a future life, they will certify to the Buddha fruit. If in the very beginning you tried to teach them to cultivate for the Buddha fruit, to practice the 6 perfections and the 10,000 conducts, they would be frightened. They would think such cultivation was too difficult. I possess the power of expedience. I set up provisional devices. After I spoke the great Avatamsaka Sutra, saying that those of the 2 vehicles could not understand it, I set up expedient devices and demonstrate the Dharma of 3 vehicles. I demonstrate the Dharma doors of the vehicle of the hearers, the vehicle of the conditioned enlightened ones, and the vehicle of the Bodhisattvas. All the world-honored ones, although I teach the 3 vehicles, my ultimate aim, my final goal, is to cause all living beings to become Buddhas. Not only do I speak the highest Buddha vehicle, but all of the world-honored ones throughout all the worlds and the 10 directions. All the Buddhas speak the Dharma of 1 vehicle. They return the 3 to the 1 and open the provisional to reveal the real. They set aside the teaching of the 3 vehicles to reveal the 1 vehicle, the real teaching. Now all of you assembled here, Bodhisattvas, Arhats, Bhikshus, Bhikshunis, Upasakas, Upasikas, ghosts and spirits, all of the gods and dragons, and the rest of the eightfold division, should cast your doubts aside. Get rid of your doubts. You should not harbor doubts concerning the wonderful Dharma Lotus Flower Sutra. Do not be like a fox who has doubts about everything. When foxes cross the river when it has frozen over, they take a step and then cock their ears, listening to hear if the ice creaks. Will it hold them, or will it crack and dump them into the river? They take a step, listen, take another step, and listen some more. Although they do not hear a sound, they still do not believe. With each step they have to listen again. Foxes are full of doubt. Those who believe in the Buddha, but who do not have gurus, will half believe and half disbelieve. Their faith is not real because they have not cast their doubts aside. Now, all present in the assembly are exhausted to cast their doubts aside and put it another way. To put it another way, why is it that some people half believe in the Buddha Dharma and half disbelieve? It is because they are stupid. If they had prana wisdom, they could not possibly have doubts, but because they lack prana wisdom. Even you speak the true Dharma for them, they hear it as false Dharma. If you speak the subtle Dharma for them, they hear it as coarse Dharma. They do not have the Dharma selecting eye. That is why they give rise to doubts. This picture of all Buddhas is the same. There is only 1 vehicle, not 2. The Buddhas of the 10 directions say the same things. Why is that? They speak only the 1 vehicle, the Buddha way, the 1 Buddha vehicle, and the true real wisdom. There are not 2 vehicles. There is no hero vehicle, no conditioned enlightened vehicle, and no Bodhisattva vehicle. The Buddhas speak only the 1 Buddha vehicle. They speak the Dharma door of the real teaching. They do not speak the provisional teaching. This is called opening the provisional to reveal the real. They put the provisional, clever, expedient device Dharma doors off to one side and speak only the wonderful doctrine of the real mark. So now the hearers of the conditioned enlightened ones should return from the small and go towards the great to cultivate and practice real wisdom. If they do not put down the provisional wisdom, they will not be able to understand real wisdom. There is only one, not two vehicles. There is only the Buddha vehicle.